Southern Vangard Radio. This is DJ John Doe, and right in front of me.
There you go. There you go.
Dude, I cannot get rid of this hack. It's my man.
Yeah, Cappuccino Beats. What's up?
Eddie Cappuccino, South Memphis, motherfucking me.
What's that, man?
I don't know, man. I'm going to have to go to the doctor for this cough. I do not have Rona, but I cannot get rid of this fucking cough, man.
But you'd have swore I had full-blown Rona this morning when I walked into the office.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Man, motherfuckers, I guess motherfuckers was looking at my social media, man, and motherfuckers was getting out of the way and running for cover and shit, grabbing bags. I was like, man, I feel great. Y'all look stupid as hell right now.
Oh, yeah, they're just upset that they weren't on the sandy beaches like you were this weekend. That's all.
It's all good. I had a great time, and
I know you did.
I'm thankful for the opportunity, man, and yeah, man, I need to do more shit like that. It's a crazy time we living in, but it's little glimpses of stuff like that that kind of give you hope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How was that shit? That shit was fly, right?
It was fly, man. 5-hour drive, just like going to Memphis.
Yeah. You're in a panhandle, right?
Yeah. Sandestin, Walton Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, the water was Nipsey blue. Sand was pink as bubble gum. It was some baller shit, man. There's a lot of old hags out on the beach.
Oh, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A lot of orange, leathery white women on the beach. It's like, yo, it's time for you to go in, man. I'm out here smelling and looking like a rotisserie chicken, man. Shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. But I guess that's how they do it, man. That's that beach life.
That's how you do it, man. That is exactly how you do it, my dude.
I would hate to come home at night and pull the covers back on some of that shit, though. I was like, damn, bitch, where the potato salad and the coleslaw at, bitch? Shit. You tell me we have a dinner in bed tonight, goddamn. Can I make it a roll, goddamn, with some sweet tea and shit? Like a little green bean with my baked chicken, bitch.
Oh my God. I knew tonight was going to be incredible the second we hopped on the phone.
Yeah, man. So
I'm glad you had a good weekend, dude.
But I did get some cold shoulders today, and I don't really give a fuck. So
I know that.
That's whatever, but I'm mighty healthy, man. I'm good to go. What about you, Mom? How's the weekend?
It was fine. Just, running around errands and, all the, shit. We did go, we did do the Atlanta Botanical Gardens thing.
You talked about that.
That's we did,
right?
Yeah, we did that yesterday with the family, and the little dude, the 4-year-old, he thought he was a fucking Disney World. So that's the cheapest Disney World trip I've ever taken. Ever in history. So, I mean, he was loving life. They had an Alice in Wonderland, exhibit and sculptures and all kinds of shit there, and he was loving it. So,
that's what's up.
Now, my teenagers did not give two shits about going to the Atlanta Botanical Gardens, but that's how that life kind of works. But shit, we had a good time, man. I mean, the weather's fucking popping right now. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and today was dope, man. Stepped out the house, 64 degrees.
Can't beat it. I love that shit. Fall's coming. I can feel it.
It's that time of year.
It is. Yeah. All right, well, let's get down to business, man. We got some rap interviews to do and some rap music to play this week.
Yes, sir.
If this is the first time you're listening, this is Southern Vangard Radio. Welcome. We drop twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays is a mix show. All the latest and greatest hip hop cut up by yours truly, me and Meeks talking all kinds of crazy shit. And, just breaking records, breaking artists, doing a lot of shit that you don't find on radio or even on podcasts these days. So, make sure that you tune in for a brand new mix every Tuesday. We're a little late this week. We're going to drop on a Wednesday this week. But this is what, 263 this week, Meeks?
263, man.
Yeah, so there are 263 episodes, all mix shows. Actually, we kind of on that. Like, I think we surpassed Tony Touch. You know how like Tony Touch like numbered all his tapes, and it got up to fucking like, I can't remember how far he got up there, but I kind of feel like Tony Touch a little bit right now at this point. Like 263 mix shows, no repeated content. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Real Puerto Rican shit.
Right. and then on Thursdays, I told y'all we talk a lot of shit. And then on Thursdays, we have an interview session with an MC or a DJ or producer, A&R, just creative type, usually within the sphere of this culture that we love so much. So make sure you check us out twice a week on your favorite podcast or streaming, whatever the fuck platform, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Stitcher Radio. I need you to subscribe to whatever you listen to, and you pick another platform that you kind of like fiddle around with and hit subscribe over there too, and just tell somebody. That's how we spread the word. And then, we have some affiliates as well, Meeks, that help us spread the word as well.
Absolutely. We got atlhiphop.com, I Am Classic, rawradio.net, Return of the BoomBap, WRBB, X Squad Radio, X Squad affiliates, all of those in Atlanta. And then we venture out to the West Coast with Soul Public Radio.
Yeah. All right. This gentleman here. First off, he was extremely accommodating this week when I had to bail at the last minute. Usually,
appreciate it.
Usually we record on Sunday nights, sometimes Monday nights. If there's a long weekend, I try to do my thing with the family, and we'll record on a Monday night. And I just had a fucking crazy ass day yesterday and had to bail. And this gentleman was very accommodating, as were you, Meeks, as you always are. So first off, he's a true gentleman. Second,
let me say something about that, because I was hot footing it trying to get back.
I know you were
to sorry No Beach Have in Atlanta, and then you bailed on me.
I know.
So I could have stayed.
I know. I owe you one.
But I'll be looking out for you because you're my man.
I know you did.
But I really didn't appreciate that shit. All right, go ahead.
All right, well, I'm sorry. I don't fucking appreciate that shit, Meeks, man. Fuck you. Kick rocks, dog. You know what? This interview's over. Spoda, I'm sorry. I'll talk to you on the flip side. I'm done with this fucking show. This motherfucker was on Instagram talking all kinds of shit. Yeah. Actually, speaking of, you know who canceled? You know who canceled first? This motherfucker. This motherfucker announced it to the entire world that he wasn't going to be available to record on Sunday night. He didn't even remember that we were recording on Monday night. Listen.
We're at our wits' end, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see.
It's actually kind of feels like how my Monday night went, but I digress. Really? Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, we good.
Anyway. God, this is all over the fucking place tonight. All right, so that being said, this gentleman actually Meeks, one of the things that I love about this show, and we hang our hats on this, is finding new talent, playing new records, playing artists that no one's really ever heard before, or they're just getting their start. And we find music in a number of ways. People either send it to us, or we stumble across it, or another DJ tells us about it, whatever. I have no idea how I found out about this dude's music. But man, when I got this Full Court Press LP about a little over a year ago now, I'm like, man, who is this motherfucker Spoda? I have no idea who this is. I had no idea who the producer for the project was. Wavy to God, big up Wavy. But man, when I dropped the needle on this motherfucker, I mean, like, I marked up every single record on that album. And we've been locked in ever since. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, the one and only Spoda.
Mr. Dope
Yo. What's going on, y'all?
Chilling, man.
Shit, man. Yeah, man. Chilling.
All right.
Spoda, I'm sorry you had to put up with this bullshit, man. So you didn't know what you were getting into calling in tonight, did you?
Nah, hell no. I like this shit though, man. I like it. Pure raw energy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We had to do it like this, man. We coming up on 6 years of this show, man, and we just keep it as fresh as we can, man. We like to have a lot of fun. Of course, for about 6 months now, it's been zero fun having to do it from home and remote and shit like that. But we still try to have a little fun with it. So, man, we're glad you're with us tonight, though, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for having me. Word, that's a fact, man. Definitely appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
So, Spoda, the big news right now is State of Emergency is out, a brand new LP. Let's kick things off and start and talk about that. I'll let you do the introductions and all that, and we can get into it.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to go back and talk about some history too and how you got into the game and started rapping and all that good stuff. But let's start with the new record.
Right. All right. Cool. Yeah. Got the new LP out. State of Emergency. That's a whole collective project with all different producers. Like, this is my first one as far as like the underground scene that I've been on like the last year. You know what I'm saying? This is my first collective to the public as far as the underground. So it's basically like my first collective, so to speak, on a different type of outside of just my local level like that I was on at one point. So, I got Wavy the God on. I got Wavy on there. I got Tone Beats. I got Damn Dave. I got Martello. I got P.A. Dre. iTrack, who's somewhere overseas. And I got Halal Seeds. You know what I'm saying? It's 12 joints, but I got like Wavy on there twice. I got certain producers on there like more than once. So, but it's 12 joints. You know what I'm saying? The title speaks for itself pretty much. Like, I basically worked on this during the whole quarantine shit that was going on. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to incorporate that so it kind of stand out as far as the title. Like, I didn't want to use anything with the word quarantine because everybody, once the word quarantine started floating around with this shit, everybody started naming a project Quarantine this or whatever. So I tried to go off, you know what I'm saying, do some different shit.
Yeah. Yeah, dope, man. So why did you decide to do something different producer wise with this particular project?
Because as you know, I already had Full Court Press, which was fully produced by Wavy, and then I came and I spun back around and I dropped Audio Trafficking EP with 7 joints that was fully produced by the Standout. Shout out to the Standout.
Right.
So I didn't really want to get too caught up in like having 3 projects in a row where it's all produced, because I got nothing but time where I could get to different projects with producers. I don't want to just get caught up in that room and just every project is just one producer every, you know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of times I feel like this project was better for me because it was different types of sounds. So I went different directions, you know what I'm saying, as far as hooks or certain topics or lyrics. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is one of my best projects, you know what I'm saying? All my shit, I fuck with all my shit, but like, I really sat to this and I hear the growth in my music, you know what I'm saying? Like, even from when I first started, but when I first started with Full Court Press till now, like, a lot of shit transpired in between it. So just give me different shit to write about.
Yeah.
So, how many handles of Henny did you go through putting this album together?
Oh man, shit. I don't even know, man. Shit crazy.
We got a note in there that you always got a handle of Henny in your pictures and whatnot.
I'm always seeing that handle
like that.
Always.
Yeah, man. Fuck with the Henny heavy.
That's what's up.
I don't really do the light too. I do the light occasionally, but I can't really fuck with light like that, man.
It gotta be that brown, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And the only features you got are Bub Rock and Ty Ferris on here. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, on this one, shout out to them dudes. You know, we all got a collective called the Walkers. It's me, Ty Ferris, Bub Rock, Rem the Villain, Plex. It's a whole bunch of us, but it's not just artists. It's also the Standouts, Don Carrera. We got producers, China Streets, Alligator Alfred was the 2 female artists. So it's just like a collective. Eddie Kane, shout out to Eddie Kane. It's just
John Jiggs is in that joint too, right, Spoda?
John Jiggs, yes. Facts, yeah. John Jiggs, you know what I'm saying? It's a collective. So You know what I'm saying? We just formed that little thing. Rome Streets, I could forget about Rome. I'm bugging. Shout out Rome.
Word.
So it's like we just came together as a unit. You know, everybody got their own thing. Everybody's doing their own thing individually, but we just got our own little collective that we do or whatever. So yeah, on this project, I just actually shout out to Foul Mouth. He made the song that me and Bob did, which is titled State of Emergency. That's the first joint on the project.
Yeah, we love Foul Mouth here. Yeah, 313 and all those dudes. Those guys are dope.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them, the whole Middle Finger Music. It was crazy because I had let Bob hear that song when I was done with it. I just had the 2 verses that I had. He like, nah, nigga, I need in on this. I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense because it's still the home team at the same time. And it works for both of us. His people tapping in and my people tapping in because he's on it. So, you know what I'm saying? It works out for everybody and it's still in the team. So
it's a win-win situation right there.
Yeah. And it's funny, like, shout out to Ty Farris. That's the first track that me and him actually have, just me and him together. Like, we got other joints that we've been on together with fellow, you know what I'm saying, walkers and shit. But this was our first time us doing on a track together, just me and him type shit. So
okay. Yeah, sounds dope.
So, Spoda, how'd you record this joint? Do you have a lab set up at home, or were you going to the studio? Or
actually, it was kind of like I ain't gonna front. It was it might have been like half and half. Some of the songs I had already recorded. Like I had them already. You know what I'm saying? Like recording at the studio. This is before I had my setup. It's going on like 6 months that I have my setup now at the crib. So like. I want to say like 40% I did here. The other 60% was really basically done. Like I just tweaked some of the songs and just got them cleaned up and shit. But yeah, the last little 40% I did at the crib, and it just had somebody mix and master and shit. So
gotcha.
Spoda, when you talk about in-home setup, last couple of cats we talked to had a similar situation. Like, is it just for you to record vocals, or do you dabble in production a little bit too, or what's your setup?
Right now, I just do the recording. Like, I got Studio One, so it's easier than, you know what I'm saying, Pro Tools and everything, because I'm not an engineer, but I still do like my little rough draft shit that I do, my little fake mixing I do, you know what I'm saying? But I really don't have to do it because when I send it off, my clarity and my rough mix sounds so good that the engineer, he told me, he like, yo, nigga, I told niggas like this nigga Spoke got one of the clearest, you know what I'm saying, versions of music for home setups. And he been doing this for years now, he said. And he asked me if I got a halo. I don't even use the halo. I just got a pop filter and I got a sock over the mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Because he thought I had the halo, and he's like, yo, your shit sound clear as hell. I don't really have to do nothing too super crazy with your vocals when you send them. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
I might be calling you for some pointers, man. I've been thinking about doing that for a long time. Just never really got around to it. But it's got to be convenient as hell, especially in times like this.
It's so much hell, yeah. It's so much easier. So like I could take a year to record one song. It don't even matter. Like I could get up and record at my own leisure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't have to get up and write and be like, damn, I got to wait a week or two to go to the studio. I could wake up, write, and record it right there, or just write it today and record it tomorrow. Like I just know I could wake up and do my own shit without having to get the runaround, because a lot of these fucking engineers, they be bullshit and they act like they don't want to make money. So I just got tired of that shit. And I was like, man, I got to get my own shit. And I just finally got my shit.
Exactly.
That's
we remember those days, homie. You remember what spot?
Oh, God.
You getting that VS?
Yeah, man. Spoda, we were, me and this guy go back over 20 years. And the first time I hopped into the studio with him, we had this engineer. I mean, God love him. He actually gave us a really good sound, but he did not know how. He knew nothing about doing hip hop records, and you know, so we're sitting here paying for studio time, and like I'm telling this guy how to stack the scratches and shit, because I was doing scratches, you know, for the joint. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm sitting here paying you money, but I'm teaching you how to run all this fucking shit. Like, I'm like, we're not, you know.
That was it.
I was like, we're not doing this shit no more, man. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. So, But
yeah.
Well, so Spoda, you expect output to increase, or just you know, are you just going to be able to take more time with your craft and try things out now that you have a situation at home?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna definitely be trying different things now because I could actually sit down and do it in the comfort of my own home. You know what I'm saying? Like in the studio is different. I'm paying for time, so if I'm only paying for 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, I gotta have. I don't like to go to. I don't go to the studio and write. Not saying I won't if I have to. Like if I'm a feature and I got a verse that they need on the spot, I'll write it there. But I like to go prepared. So you know what I'm saying. If I go for 2, 3 hours, I'm coming with 2 or 3 hours worth of work. Like I'm not gonna book time that I don't need, and I'm going to work. Like I go there just me and the engineer. I done stopped fucking with a lot of studios out by my way because them shit's turning into party houses. Like especially if it's a new studio that they start having everybody come. Now it's mad duels, mad bitches. Now it's bottles, and it's now it's an every night thing. Like I stopped fucking with mad studios like that. I like to just go and me and the engineer. I'm paying you to do a job just like I'm paying for me to do my job. So I need to just be one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Like
that makes sense. That makes sense. So you coming up on a full week of state of emergency being out and about. You released it September 2nd. What's the response been like?
Everybody's fucking with it like heavy. And it's crazy because this was, like you said, it's only been a week and people is crazy. Like, yo, first everybody's asking that I put it on a major platform. I didn't put it. It will be within like the next no more than 2 weeks. You know, I wanted to get it on Bandcamp real quick and try to make some revenue first before I just throw it onto the streaming site. So that's why I didn't upload them up to the streaming site yet. But it will be within like a week and a half because I know a lot of people rather just have it on the convenience of their phone because you know everything's in the phone nowadays. So
yeah,
but everybody's definitely fucking with it. So.
That's what's up. I figured they would, man. The production lineup is crazy. You got features, just 2 features on here, but them dudes is heavy on the mic. So it's well rounded, man. It should do very well probably for the remainder of this year. And speaking of getting it on Bandcamp first, do you see a lot of activity over there? Do you even see where it's beneficial on what is it? Every Friday they open up the revenue share and stuff like that.
Revenue. Yeah. Okay. I think that was cool that they did that for the artists. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit. Like, cause I'm new to Bandcamp. I didn't start using it. Like once I got into the underground scene, like with all these dudes, like everything was new. Like, cause I was just still a SoundCloud rap, putting my shit on SoundCloud. I didn't have nothing on stream. I didn't know anything about that. Like, I didn't know, like, oh, shit, I'm a local nigga, but I could still get my shit on Apple when I'm listening to Select. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about certain shit. Mm-hmm. Now that I do, everybody, like, anybody who know me from when I first started when I was younger, like, yo, he been doing this. But, like, to the world who actually can go and get this shit on their phones, I'm new. I'm, like, this whole underground.
Right.
To them, I just came out, which is cool. I don't never find it as disrespect or get offended because or if you go and Google me, you'll see I've been rapping online, like putting my music online since like 2008, 2009. But I just got into this underground scene. My first project was with Wavy. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my first introduction to the underground scene. And still to this day, people still talking about that. Like I had somebody tell me, make sure you still push that shit. Like, mark my words, that's your reasonable doubt. He was like, you might not think it because people still big that album up still. Like, and don't let it be people who didn't hear it yet. They like, oh shit, like what the fuck? Like people love that album. Like people love that album still to this day.
That motherfucker's incredible, Spo. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
yeah, man.
It you know, sometimes it just there's just one of those things where it's just fucking magic. You know what I mean? Like there's no, you know, and I don't know how much, you know, thought you put into it or even Wavy put into it. Like it just, sometimes it just works out like that way. I mean, you make something that, you know, that really impacts people, you know, and I think it just kind of felt like it came out of nowhere. I was just like, God damn, it's like a brick was thrown through the fucking window or something, you know? I was like, shit.
Yeah, and it's crazy you said that because people don't even know, like, at this time, I'm from Long Island, you know what I'm saying? So, from New York, I'm from Long Island and shit, but I was down in VA for like a year and a half. I was incarcerated for 13 months. So I came home. I went to VA for like a year and a half. I moved back to New York, going on a year and a half, almost 2 years now. But me and Wavy was only in New York for probably October, November, probably like 2 full months before Bub Rock linked us up. He was like, yo, this my man Spoke, because Bub is from Long Island also. He's from Nassau County.
Right.
I'm from Suffolk County.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? So he like, yo, this my man Spoke, you know what I'm saying? And anybody who know Bub, like if he's referring to you, like, you know what I'm saying, it's good, like you good people or whatever. So
right.
The first song me and Wavy did was Homicide. That was the first single we did like last year. I want to say like end of November, December type shit. And then we did Talk. And he was just sending me beats. Now he's in New York. I'm in VA. I still didn't link with him yet. Like at this time, he just sending me shit. And I found a studio out there, so I'm recording a lot of shit to his beats, like majority of his beats out of all the shit I'm working on. And Bob was like, "Yo, y'all should just do a project. Like, fuck it. Y'all already been dealing with each other for months now.
Right.
Y'all got like 6, 7 loose scenes out. Everybody see that y'all got great chemistry, and then."
Yeah,
like Full Court Press, I recorded all that in Virginia before I came up here. That was already recorded down there.
Damn, that's crazy. All right,
and we working on 2. So you always got to have the second, always got to be better than the first. And the first is like some people is calling that my classic already, and it's so crazy because I know me personally, I know this is not shit. I know this is only 25% of the work I got to put in. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So.
So they're
I
going to
use it as motivation, just keep this shit rolling.
Is there going to be vinyl for I don't know, any of this stuff, State of Emergency
I think we working on well, I'm going to get physicals for State of Emergency definitely, as well as for Full Court Press. I'm going to get for all of them, but it's just how I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to double back and start first with Full Court Press because now it's getting to the point where certain people are like, yo, y'all going to make vinyls, not even see like y'all making vinyls. Like I see a lot of like I said, another thing with this underground, I see like these people really are hip hop heads. They will spend the money. Like if they fuck with you, they're gonna support you. It don't matter the price. They look at this shit as collector's items. So I gotta take that into consideration also. Like
yeah, it's an interesting game, man. That's for sure. Yeah,
and I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning something. So it's like you can never learn too much. I always take advice from people who's already been in this scene already, because like I don't know much at all unless it's common knowledge, but you know what I'm saying, so I just sponge everything in.
Well, you got some good folks around you, man. You're in the right circles. Word.
Definitely.
Yo, how'd you link?
Let me ask you.
Go ahead, Minx. Go ahead. You good?
No, I was just about to say, looking at the prep topics, see you from Bayshore. You still live in Bayshore?
Nah, I live like 2 towns over in Central Islip now. It's not so far though. It's like a 10-minute distance and shit. But I was born and raised there, graduated from there and shit, everything.
Just thinking about those 2 townships, like what's popping right now? Like, are you keeping the townships on the map, or is it a lot of? Oh people?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I am. It's just like me, Bub Rock, John Jiggs. Like we, like Long Island. Like there's a lot of younger kids that's coming up. Cats that's coming up. That's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as like for the underground, like we like the three dudes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got other people like Rock Marcy, but he's on a different type. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like going from local to a different stage, like me, Bub, and Jiggs is definitely like the 3 who's been consistently doing shit since like 08, 09. That's how I met them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we all had the same type of work ethic and grind. But like I said, there's a lot of other people out here, but they're younger kids. So it's a lot of that trappy, dancey. It's not
really
too many who's still out here.
And Long Island, they trapping in Long Island. Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Shit crazy out here.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Spoda, speaking of, what are your influences, man?
I was just about to ask that, homie, because you mentioned Rock. He like Hempstead legend, right? Yeah.
That's like out there where he's from. It's like Bub is out there. They out Nassau. That's closer to going towards NYC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We out I'm actually Central Suffolk where I'm at. So I'm like in between them and the Hamptons, like out East Hamptons and shit. I'm in the middle. So, but man, I'm 35. So, I came up, I was born in the 85, but I was raised in the 90s, 2000. So I'm all Locks, I'm all the old, like, even before that Cool G rap, OGC, Helter Skelter. I'm from, like, I like the real hip hop, like, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. That's where a lot of people could tell, like, I was raised in that era and listened to music in that era because of my type of style. They'd be like, nah, you really rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remind me of that era. Like,
yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, you rapping, man. You spitting every time out.
Appreciate that, man, for real.
Every time out. Yeah. So what? Speaking of, what made you get into, I don't know, thinking you wanted to create, like, be more than just a fan of the music?
I'm the oldest of four. I got two brothers and a sister, but me being the oldest, one of my boys, his older brothers and his older brother's peers used to rap. So, this kid at the time, my man Floyd, he was my best friend at the time. So I used to be at his house every day. I used to see his older brother and his man's rapping and shit. Like, this is when they, like, putting the tape deck in, putting the tape over the top and pressing record and, like, record. Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh, shit. So as time went by, I just, on my own, just started writing little by little and just trying to put shit together and just put music together. And then it just went from there. Like, truthfully, they were the reason why. Like,
and so was you mentioned you were doing music in like 08, 09. So is that when you kind of started the process and started putting music together, or?
Yeah, as far as me putting it on, like, online, because this, like, Facebook, MySpace. Started like MySpace. Then that's when I was heavy on Twitter. I didn't even have a Facebook when Facebook first came out. Like, I was heavy on Twitter, so I had gained a lot of people from that. But then I stopped fucking with Twitter for like a year straight. Not even intentionally. I just left it alone. And then it's like I lost a lot of people because a lot of people used to follow me on that shit. So I was like, man, I got to continue to use Twitter because that shit is a good tool. But I've been putting out music. I think my first project I had was called The Arrival. I think I put that out in 2009, I believe. Word. So, I just wanted to, once I realized, like, man, it's more than just people in your hood or at the local barbershop on your block who know you and you rapping for them and you battling people in your hood and everything is just, you just stay in that one track minded. Like, when there's a whole world of people who don't know you and can hear you, like, oh shit, who the fuck is this? Where this guy been at? Like, where's he from? Now they trying to tap in and see what you've been on as far as music or what you got going on. So,
oh, okay, I had no idea, man.
Broaden the audience, yeah, man.
Yeah, I just looked this shit up. This shit's on Dat Piff still. Did you even know that?
Yeah, I got a few projects on it. That was before I knew about anything. You know what I'm saying? I got The Arrival on there. I got another mixtape called Second to None. I got another one on there called Audio Narcotics, the Fix Tape.
Oh shit! I got to go back and listen to this shit.
Rich Dreams, Broke Nightmares, but I think that's on something. That's on another site. I forget what site it's on, but
shit.
Man, I had pieces out back then. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know anything about too much, so I was like, oh, I could put my shit online and people could actually go download and listen. You know what I'm saying? Because back then when we didn't have like the technology we have on phones, so you couldn't go on YouTube on your phone and do all that shit like that. So
yeah, you were downloading shit and burning CDs, and it definitely wasn't as accessible, right? I mean, shit, 2008, 2009, man, it's wild.
Man, I hadn't heard that.
That's why when a lot of people. That's why when a lot of people go back and Google me, they like, oh shit, like I done have people now from this. They like, oh shit, like my nigga, I didn't know you been. You know what I'm saying, like, yeah, I'm new to y'all. Y'all like this underground is a whole different world. Just being a local dude, like doing shit in your town, like it's way different. You know what I'm saying? And now it's to the point like, oh, I got people overseas that's listening to my music, DJ spinning my shit. This shit is all new. It's crazy. As I would have never thought. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have bumped into a lot of these dudes that I fuck with now with the underground. Like if I would have even heard of them, if I would have even been plugged in, it all started when Bub plugged me in with Wavy. That's how this whole thing started with me getting into this scene.
Nice.
That's crazy. I mean, it makes a lot of sense now. Like now when I think back, I'm like, because I remember when I heard Full Court Press, I was like, God damn, this motherfucker sounds polished. Like this does not sound like a new motherfucker. I'm like, where has this guy been? Like, what is his story? I just couldn't figure it out. You know, I'm like, why is this so fucking like? I mean, Meeks, you remember? I think what pushed me over the edge. We played. I just looked it up. Looks like the first joint we played from you, Spo, was Tip Off, and then
man, that's majority of people's favorite song.
Is it really?
That's like a lot of people's favorite song. Like that's Bub's favorite. He said, "Yo," Bub is like, "Yo, that shit, that whole project is fire." But he's like, "Yo, my nigga, that Tip Off shit is crazy." He was like, "Yo, you was wilding on that shit."
Yeah, yeah. And then I think what took Meeks and I over the edge was Meeks. You remember Pissy Staircase?
Oh my
yeah, with Rim. Yeah, I ain't gonna front. That was a good look for me for Rim getting on that song with me and that's why I fuck with Rim because Rim is if he fuck with you, he fuck with you. Like he'll plug you in, like you know what I'm saying, like and. That's when a lot of the overseas people started paying me attention, like on my Facebook and shit, because he got like a overseas following. So they looking at it like, yo, who's this? Like you said, who's this dude whose track he's on? You know what I'm saying? And then from there, like different producers, different people, artists just started tuning in with me and shit like that. So
yeah, I'm not gonna front Spoda. I think I checked in because I saw the features on the project. I was just like, oh, okay, Rim's on this joint, Jigs. I don't even think
that one joint we had with all of us on
there. Yeah. And then I knew, Kane and Bub and all, everyone else was on the come up, but I didn't know about you guys at all. I'll be the first to admit it. And then, goddamn it, and I'm a production dude, right? So I mean, like Wavy makes the type of shit that I like. The me and Meeks like. It's just got that feel. It's just that. I can just hear it, man. I mean, you guys are just like oozing like New York, and I know the cloth that you guys are cut from, so it just it hits on all the right places, man. But that makes a lot of sense.
Just going back to Piss's Staircases, man. I'm a sucker for a good title.
Exactly.
And, right. And that shit right there. I mean, I've been to New York several times. I've been in the Bronx. I've been in Queens. I've been all over that motherfucker. I know what a Piss's Staircase. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, exactly.
I done stepped on the elevator in a puddle of piss. You know what I mean? So it's just like that. A good title can bring a whole lot of just memories and emotions and all types of shit. And real quick, let's just stay in this mode right here. Like you talk about the duality of who you are. So you're talking about how you're new to the underground scene. What scene would you say you associated yourself with before you got tapped into the underground?
Yeah, I was going to ask you that.
Truthfully, I can't. That's a good question. The first time I've been asked that, I can't even really say. I don't know. I feel like it was to the general public, like outside of the local level. I feel like it was a tad over the local level, but like under the underground level, I didn't realize how big of a scene the underground is. Like it's like its own little underworld. So it's like, and then I'm not only that, I'm listening to the dudes who's in here, and I'm like, yo, like there's a lot of nice motherfuckers like who they get busy like I get busy. Like why didn't I wish I would have bumped into the shit earlier, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying, better late than never. But it's like once I did that first project with Wavy and everybody just started tapping in, I'm like, damn, like you know what it was? I think that it was more or less, like I said, once Bub plugged me in, he was already in the scene at that time for like a year and some change, going on 2 years. So I guess he's always fucked with me. So he knows my work ethic. He knows my grind. Like, 'cause I know this dude since he came out, put out probably his first project around the same time as me.
Right.
And we did a lot of local shows together. So that's why we've always known each other. So like I said, truthfully, if it wasn't for him, I don't even know if I would have even been. I don't even know if I would have been. I can't say I don't know if I would have been in the underground scene, but I don't think I would have been in it as quick as I thought it would have happened, so to speak. Like,
yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. What scene? Because you were already moving around. So what scene were you already moving around in and making noise in?
Really just basically just Long Island and like little parts of the city. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, got you. Okay. And then
now it's more or less out of state, out of the country more or less.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey man, yo, they was waiting on you. Sound like they was waiting on you and looking for you, man. So you gotta stay in there.
Yeah, and that's why I appreciate you guys, because like I said, like just networking with different people and seeing like y'all on mutual artists playing them, and it's like I seen y'all buzzing how long y'all been around. When y'all first picked up that first song, like that shit shocked me, because I'm like, now it's getting to the point where people are, like you said, they're coming to look for my music. Like a lot of people, I feel like I send you guys. Sometimes I might forget, and then I'll still get tagged or some shit. Like, oh shit, I ain't even send this person a song. They must have, however they got it, they grabbed it and threw it on their shit. And I'm like, shit is. I be telling Bub all the time, like it's new to me. Like it'd be crazy because it's like, damn, I would have never thought like certain shit would have been happening how it's happening now. So.
Yeah, it's funny, man. You get to a point and you almost go into autopilot mode, man, to the point where you just got to put the shit out, and it's gonna make its own moves and get in the right hands and stuff like that. You know, that's what technology has done for our culture right now. It's just that's why everybody is a rapper now. That's why everybody is a producer now, or a DJ now, because it's just so easy to move around. Whereas, initially, it was only a certain few cats. It was you had to have that pedigree. Number one, you had to, as a DJ, you had to have the equipment. You had to have the sound system, and as a rapper, your man had to be a DJ, or with nobody hearing your shit. You know what I'm saying? But now, with everything on the PC and the phone and all types of shit, everybody's doing it. And if the shit is dope and you get it out there, it takes on a life of its own, man. So
right,
it's just crazy. But cats like you can thrive in this market now, and this whole, the way everything is done now, and it's just like, it's set up for certain special individuals. We feel like you're one of them. So,
right, fact.
Yeah.
What do you got queued up for the rest of the year, Spoda? Are you just going to ride state of emergency out, or what are you going to?
I mean, I'm debating. I kind of want to let this shit ride out, but knowing me, I might, because I'm old now that I got the home studio set. I'm sitting on a lot more music now, because now I could just be creative. I could just work at my own pace. Like I just got through
building you up, man. Don't get lazy on me, goddamn.
Nah, that's a fact. Nah, hell no. And I was just telling my cousin, like 2 weeks ago, I'm like, yo, like if I seriously sit down and make time every day, and let's just say I'm able to write one song a day, that's 7 songs a week. That's you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even put out that many songs over a course of, or have that many songs over a course of months, years. So
yeah.
I just love the fact that that shit keep me more motivated, because I got the setups. Now it makes me stay on my shit. I have my days where, we got regular lives, so I might not work on no music for 2 or 3 days. Plus your brain, you need some time to let your brain reload and shit real quick. So
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, man. I ain't gonna front. We working on full court press too, but we probably, because we want to make this shit lit, so we probably not gonna put that out to the top of the year. But I might, knowing me, I'm probably gonna sneak in another EP. I might sneak in an EP. You know what I'm saying? Like right at the end of the year type shit. But
Spoda, I'm gonna put in a request. I need you to get back in the lab with Hobgoblin, man. That's one of my faves, dude.
Oh yeah, shout out to
Hobby
man.
Gobs.
It's crazy. He's gonna be one of the producers I do a project with. You know what I'm saying? Like in the real soon, because he sent me a pack. Not too long ago. He told me he's gonna send me another pack. That dude got some fucking fire. Like, oh my god,
that dude's cold.
Shit.
Yeah, that's Trey Gully's fucking shit. Yeah, man. He's about to drop modern music too with Jamil Honesty. I mean, like that cat right there.
I just seen that.
Yeah. All right, good. Well, that's on the docket.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of good producers out here. That's why I'm glad I like this underground scene, because now it's a lot of dope producers, not only artists but producers in this underground shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, dope.
Brother, you got a wish list producer wise, like cats you haven't really, you know.
I mean, that I could think of off the top. That I could think of off the top, not really. I would have to sit down and actually see, because a lot of the dudes that I want to work with, I've already been able to work with. Unless it's some producers that I haven't even been introduced to or haven't even came across yet type shit. But, you know what I'm saying? That's why I like to get back on my Twitter shit and just really interact on Instagram more with different producers and shit, because there's a lot of dope talent out there. So I just want to work with anybody who's dope and want to work. Like,
that's what's up.
Beautiful. Well, Spoda, we've taken enough of your time tonight, man, but we want to make sure that everyone knows where they can go support you. And if you got anything else you want to get off your chest, the floor is yours, man. Tell folks where they can lock in with you and the movement.
You can lock in with me on I'm on Instagram, Spoda631. That's SPODA 631. I'm on Twitter at Mr. Dopeflow. You could go, basically I tell people, if you want to just look in general, you could go to Google and type in Spoda, aka Mr. Dopeflow, and everything that I've ever had online will pop up. That's online, you know what I'm saying? Facebook, I'm Ronnie Dopeflow Waiters for whoever's not friends with me on there. So, you know, majority of everything is Spoda. It's not as Mr. Dopeflow, but majority of everything is Spoda. So YouTube, Spoda, aka Mr. Dopeflow. So, yeah.
All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Spoda, thank you, brother. It was a pleasure talking to you, my man.
I appreciate you guys, man.
Definitely, man. We're going to be looking out. Going to be looking out for it, man. Send that shit.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll have some new shit soon. A matter of fact, like I said, I got shit I'm sitting on. So, you know, I'm going to send y'all some shit through anyway. Fact.
Dope.
Spoda, you ever make it back down this way again? I think I saw some flicks of you floating around Atlanta last year, man. You got to holler at us. We got to link up.
My mom and my brother and sister, they live down there. I actually going to be down there sometime before the end of the month. Once I find the date, I'll text you the date and let you know. But I'm coming down there sometime the end of this month, before the month is over. That's a definite.
Word. Yeah, holler at us, man. Beautiful.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, Spo. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good evening.
You too.
All right. My man.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, later.
All right, Meeks. There you go, my friend. That went pretty well.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. The dude is a dope individual, man, and I don't know. I guess we about to hit some joints, huh?
Oh yeah, state of emergency too, or not two. State of emergency. I don't know why I keep saying two.
September 2nd, man. So
that's why I think two. That's why I think two, because it came out on September 2nd. I don't know. My brain's mush. But yeah, we're gonna get into some joints. Make sure you go, support Spoda. If you haven't, I know 263. That's right. I know I wore out the full court press topic, but man, if you hadn't heard that joint with Wavy from last year, you got to go check that joint out. It all makes sense now. It all is right in the world now. I just didn't understand how this dude was coming out firing like that on his debut project, and he's been in the fucking lab for years.
Yeah, he's just been, waiting on the right
time, right? Exactly. Exactly. All right, y'all. Southern Vangard Radio. That's Smithsonian That's Smithsonian grade.
The Smithsonian greed.
Smithsonian greed.
True to the Smithsonians.
That's
Shout
right.
out to Ernestine Smithsonian and Calvin Smithsonian. And Luca Smithsonian, all the Smithsonians, Willis Smithsonian, Rudolph and Roosevelt Smithsonian.
He said Rudolph.
And my girl Bertha Smithsonian. That's my little partner right there.
That's who was baking on the beach down in Destin this week, right? It was Bertha Smithsonian. She was
that goddamn orange Peking duck.
Fucking coconut oil and shit, and fucking getting skin cancer like a motherfucker in that junk.
That's one big walking melanoma of a king. Yuck.
Yeah, Meeks and Doe, we out.
Peace, y'all.